Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel and to a brand new episode of Speaking Saturdays. So here's our new set of questions and let's begin with part 1. Do you like bags? Of course I do. I'm a woman. I love bags. Okay, that was a bit cliched, but I do love bags. I have like a lot of bags, a ridiculous amount of bags, if we're being honest. But I just can't help myself. Anytime there's a nice deal or something of that sort. And again, I don't like buy randomly. The stuff that I buy is really good, high quality, and long lasting, right? So, yes, I enjoy having a bag that goes with every outfit. I wasn't always like this, especially when I was younger. It was just one bag, and I didn't care back then, but I do now. What types of bags do you like? Okay, so one thing that I really hate is like plastic. I don't like having plastic bags. Even though like a lot of people will say, "Oh, it's vegan leather," but it's garbage. So let's be honest. So I prefer leather. That's like my first choice. But I'll also, fabric bags are also very interesting. There's a lot of fabrics that are really good quality. But generally, I love leather. It's almost like not an obsession, but I just love the look and all the patterns and everything. I have so many leather bags. It's so well, we kind of share, like I share the bags. Mom and I, both of us, we change depending on the outfit, the day, the mood. Do you usually carry a bag when you go out? Of course I do. Like, where am I going to keep my stuff? I'm not a man. I have a lot of stuff I carry in my bag. Like there's of course your phone and all this. There's if I took my bag and I dumped all the contents out right now, you'd think, wow, that's a lot of stuff. So there's of course you have like a purse as well. I have this orange one that I normally use these days. But then I also have a bigger handbag. It's this like kind of like a tote bag, but it's made out of leather. And so that you can, store all the stuff that you buy, like when you go shopping and whatnot. So I have a couple of those. I'll take those when I'm out shopping. Even for groceries and stuff, I think it's a really good one. What types of bags do you use in your everyday life? Okay, so these days, like I said, I have this sling purse that I love. I never use the shoulder handbags because they always keep slipping. So I don't like that. And it's just like it's uncomfortable for me to carry. So I don't wear those. I don't buy those at all. So I have like, I love slings. Those are very practical as well as, and they look great too. I have a lot of leather bags that I've purchased. They're all slings. Now that I think about it, they're all sling bags. Interesting. And then, of course, there's also like I have this backpacker type bag that I really love. Of course, that's not leather, but it's like the storage is massive. So whenever I go out to buy groceries and stuff for the week, I take that bag with me as well because I can wear it on my shoulders and it doesn't like, it hurt like one shoulder because of the weight distribution. So that's amazing. I love that. All right, then we go on to part 2. Describe a piece of electronic equipment that you have. You should say what it is, what you use it for, how long you used it, and explain why it's important to you. The first thing that comes to mind is my laptop. Oh my god, I am obsessed with my laptop. I purchased this. It's the M1 MacBook Air in rose gold. It's such a nice color. I love the color. It's such a shame that they phased out rose gold and they have all these boring colors now. I'll never get rid of this laptop as long as it works and I can get it repaired if I need. But I purchased this I think 2 years ago now, and it still works just the same. Amazing. This was my first MacBook, and I have to say I'm blown away. I just love everything. I still am like in love with it, like I was on the first day that I got it. Of course, I don't use it as carefully as I did on day one. But of course, I'm not careless. I've never like let it drop or anything like that. But I need it for work, of course, because I work online, and so I need a laptop that's great, that's efficient, that's reliable, that's fast, that's, gonna do everything that I need it to. So, every single day, like I use my laptop for hours and hours. I don't even know what my screen time is, but it's probably close to 12 hours or more. Because again, it's not just something that I use for work, but it's also something that I need just for entertainment, right? And it's a great device. The display is just insane. I had a Windows laptop before this, which is also really good, but nothing really compares to the MacBook screen. Of course, there are some others, but then they tend to be a lot more expensive. And this one was really good, like a really good deal. I think it was great value for money. I was just so frustrated when I was looking for a new laptop because there was all these things that you have to check for. And I was like, this is like a big headache. Why not just get a Mac? And my God, the screen, the sound quality, it just blows me away. And it's perfect. Like it's in perfect condition even after 2 years of like every single day of me using it. Meanwhile, I used to have this Acer laptop and like in 11 months, I already had problems with the mic. I had problems with the speakers. It was slowing down. Oh my God. And in like, and then of course there was like, oh my God, I had a lot of problems with that laptop. But with this one, it's been 2 years, more than 2 years, in fact, 2 years and a month probably. And it still works perfect. It's like it was on day one. Now I understand, why people love Macs and buy them. Now I'm a fangirl as well. There was a lot of fangirling that I just did, in fact. But yeah, I mean, I really hope that I can continue to use this for a long time because, again, I know it sounds a bit silly, but I love the color. It's so adorable. I don't like these little manly laptops. They're all black and, like they weigh like 2 kilograms and they're so huge and bulky, those gaming laptops. Oh my God. No, I love my sleek, cute, adorable little MacBook. And I'm hoping to keep this for a long time. Okay, now we'll go on to part 3. What are the most popular electronic devices in today's world? I would say phones. I think definitely number 1 position. That's gonna be for phones. Of course, laptops nowadays are also extremely popular and important. That's what I can think of. But when you expand the definition a little bit, there's a lot of things that we do. Like nowadays, you have all of these robots that you can use that kind of do your vacuuming for you. Like it's the circular device that just cleans your floor for you. Like every like twice a day or something like that. So those kinds of things are actually becoming super popular lately. But like when you think of the most absolute number 1, it's always going to be phones and laptops. I think phones are more popular than laptops because more people have a phone than people who have a laptop. But yeah, they're probably pretty closely tied. What devices do you think will be popular in the future? Oh my God. So I saw this video a couple days ago. I think it was this, I forgot the name exactly, but it was a robot. Okay, not just any robot, like a humanoid robot. And I think I don't know, it's one of those Elon Musk things. I forgot the name, but like, I don't know, Starlink or, no, it's not It was a robot. It's like super, it's a robot with AI. Right? So it's like it looks kind of like a human, not exactly, but it has like a humanoid. Okay, it's humanoid, and it's like the fingers, they can move, they have full motion, and it can talk to you. Because again, it's like AI. It's got AI inside it, so it can talk to you. It can build a relationship with you. It helps you with your tasks and whatnot. And oh my God, it was crazy. I mean, right now it's definitely cost prohibitive and like probably super expensive, but like with all things, in technology, I'm sure the prices will come down and we'll start to see robots, like actual humanoid robots, really start to be, like a member of your family almost, just like pets, So I'm really excited for what the future holds. In what ways can electronic devices make our lives harder? This is a great question. In fact, when you really think about it, we always think, oh, technology makes life so much simpler, which is true. But also, like you have, for example, a lot of people are dependent on their phones, on their laptops, especially, teenagers and children, and screen time and all of that will, cause damage to your physical health, to your eyesight and whatnot. I mean, there's blue light is in fact harmful for mental health as well. So they are kind of also creating not just like this dependence on all of these tools. We cannot imagine, like nowadays, like when I was a child, people used to remember phone numbers, but now hardly anyone does that. So it's impacting, like our relationships as well, if you think about it, because people now prefer to, everybody has a phone, everybody has a laptop. People just prefer to have entire relationships entirely online and never meet in person. So, it's like making people a lot more isolated as well. I think it's creating distance between people, in fact, instead of joining people together. So, this over reliance and isolation, I think, are major problems. Do you think people spend too much money on electronic devices? Yeah, when I think about like how there's all these phones and not just phones, but that's just one example that are like crazy expensive. I just think, what's the point? Because beyond a certain price point, the benefits that you get are just really tiny in comparison to the amount of money you pay for it. So I would say in general, there's this craze for technology that I personally don't understand. But just because I would also like to say that, I don't want to be critical. It's not my money, so I don't get to decide how somebody should spend their money. I don't think that's a good attitude to have. But I personally would not do that sort of thing. But then again, I'm not that like into technology, I would say. I don't understand most of it. So, like yeah, I do think people are spending too much money. I think it's a bit ridiculous, the prices these days as well. But then again, who am I? Who am I to tell someone, hey, you're spending too much money on electronics? Because it brings people joy, right? And, there's an argument to be made for buying something that just brings you beauty and joy. I think that is also worthwhile. That's also important. Not everything has to be utilitarian, right? Okay, so that was our test for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't forget to click on the like button. And we have tons and tons of videos for writing and speaking, so don't forget to check those out. And in case you're still struggling with IELTS preparation, we have batches that start every Monday. So you can just contact the number that you see on your screen, and I'll be in touch with you. Until then, bye-bye.